Hello, so this is the second part of the series for mainframe basics, data movement, episodic format, copied books, etc. So in the first part, we have seen all the introduction, why these different terms and technologies are required and what we do with the data. Now, how do we convert the episodic to a readable format is what we are going to see in this video. We would go with this agenda, convert a binary episodic format to a readable character code, and understand with the help of a simple Python program. So let's start with the hex editor. So what is a hex editor? We discussed earlier that it would be able to show the binary data representation in what? In hex. And then you can see the ASCII encoding also for that specific binary encoding. So this is a hex which is representing the bits of the file, and this is the, if you open in a text editor, the right side is what you will see in the text editor. So for example, let's say for example there is a character called n. So n is what? If you see here, it is highlighted 4e. If you see in our encoding chart which we had seen earlier, if I show you n is here, and what it is? 4. First hex is 4 and e, so it is 4e. Okay, so this can show you, this hex editor would be able to show you the representation in a very nice way. Okay, so that's what is the hex editor. Now let me show you one binary file. So now I have opened a mainframe binary file. Now you can see that this is represented as a garbage here because the encoding is not there in this specific encoder. So ASCII was there, so you could see what this text means, but here it is just the hex which we are seeing for this. Okay, so how can we convert this data in a readable format is the aim of this specific video. So let me show you the program which I have written for this. So this is the program which I have written for this. What it is doing is it is taking a read of this file. This is the input file, and it is outputting a readable file, a text file. And how it does, for every value, every specific 255 characters which are there in a byte, for every each one of those 255 length of array, there is a value which is associated with it. And how I know this value, that what represents what, that I have known it from this chart. So 0 represent null, 01 represents so. Okay, so those kind of details are represented in this chart. So 4f means pipe. Okay, hyphen is 60. Okay, small a is 81. So all these details are there available already. From this mapping, I have created this array, and from this array, I'm able to get the value. So now let me execute this program and show you. So if I do a ls, I have this file which this is going to read, and it is going to create a text file for me. So I would do that. So I did this, and what I got was the text representation of the file. So now those binary file which was there has been represented in a readable format with the help of the program. Okay, there is another program which I have written here, which is this. If you want to convert that file, that specific file to a hex, for that you can use this program. Again, the same thing, you can say Python convert, and it is what? Hex. So this I will do, and I shall be able to get the hex output for this. So if I do a ls now, so you will be seeing that hex output file. So if I do a cat, okay, and if you compare it with what we have seen in our hex editor, it is the same f0, f2, whatever. It is the same 4040, same representation of the same. So hex output has been derived here. So just to repeat, so we have two programs. One program is this, which converts the binary to EBCIDC, and another program is what? Another program is binary to hex. I have placed both in Git, and I'll share the location in the description for this Git. Now, just to reiterate the point which we had discussed earlier. So what we did with this program, we had the binary data, we had converted this binary data. This is the program. This is the program which we had used, correct? And what it does conversion from the binary to a readable format. So this is the readable which I just showed you. and then you can use your copybook as a schema and this data and place it in the database and use the data for your analysis purpose. Okay, thank you. Any questions, post a comment.